If you want to be notified when Breakfast Club videos go up, remember to subscribe and click the bell.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hey guys, Nathan Brandon Masters, Breakfast Club Wednesdays. This was not the topic I was going to talk about today, but President of the United States, Donald Trump, is just the gift that keeps on giving. So not a day goes by when you don't have something to talk about with him, and today is no exception. So this morning he tweeted that transgender individuals will no longer be allowed to serve in any capacity in the military. So that means they can't do anything because of the cost and the disruption they would cause to the military. Except for the fact that transgender people have been in the military for quite some time, and in 2016 they were able to openly serve. So my takeaway from this is that this seems like it's a ploy to appeal to a certain base. You know, we talk about this a lot. You know, everybody wants to kind of appeal to their base. Nobody's really real anymore. It's all about, how can I appeal to the people on my side? Right now, he's not doing very well in the numbers. And so maybe this might kind of shoot him back up there, get him a higher approval rating. But I'll pose this question to you. Is there any good reason for anyone who is of legal age and ready, willing, and able to serve in the military to not be allowed to serve in the military? I'm specifically talking about sex, race, sexual orientation, things like that. Are there any real reasons why these individuals can't serve in the military and do so just like anybody else? If he was just a straight-up hardcore Republican, just doing his hardcore Republican thing, I could get it. I go like, oh, well, what do you expect from a hardcore Republican? But he came in, and this is one of the things, because he's all about living up to his promises. He's like, I'm going to live up to all my promises to the American people. But one of those promises he made was that he was going to defend the rights of the LGBTQ community. So, is this defending the rights of the LGBTQ community? Just telling them, hey, you know what? That military thing, that's out of the question for you. That's not happening. What about the transgender people that are already in the military? Are they going to get fired, or are they just going to get dropped? They're going to get discharged. What's going to happen to them? Because there are transgender people in the military as it is. So is there actually any good grounds for doing this? Are there any real reasons why this is happening? So right now our president is kind of known for two things. He's either trying to defend himself from some kind of weird scandal, or he's trying to energize his base. Now, those are his two. Those are his two switches right there. Either defending himself from something, energizing his base. And this seems like an energize his base move to me. And keep in mind, transgender people are not always going through transition like every day of their life they're having some type of transitional surgery or something like that. From what I understand, that's not the way it goes. They have a little downtime, to serve and do the things that people need to do in the military. Now, there can be an argument made that there are some conditions that will disqualify you from joining the military, like such as being diabetic. If a person's diabetic, they can't join the military. But if they develop diabetes while in the military, that in itself is not grounds for dismissal. But the question is, should transgenderism or that form of body dysmorphia be one of the things that keeps you from qualifying for military service? Because I personally don't see, aside from him trying to, trying to make a show for his base, I really don't see that as something that makes a lot of sense in the way he's going about it. If he has some specific things, he said, well, if you're doing this or you're going through this or you're doing XYZ thing, you can't qualify. But even then, there would be some backlash, but at least it would make more sense than taking a broad brush and saying no one can join. So what do you think about this? Do you think he's right here? Do you think this makes some kind of sense? Or are you sensing that something's afoot here, that he's making this decision to maybe try to increase his popularity? Or is this just one of those things where he just says some wild stuff to get in the news? I mean, we do know he says some outlandish stuff to keep his name in the papers. At least that's my belief. So what do you think he's actually going for here? What do you think this is really all about, where he just comes out and says, everybody transgender, you're out, especially after promising that he was going to protect the rights of the LGBTQ community. And let's be real, we know people running for president making promises on the campaign trail. We know those promises are always to be believed. But so let me know what you guys think. You take it easy, Nathan Brandon Masters. Oscar.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the